there's 3 incidences that I'm going to bring up that I saw. Now, these other people are coming in, and if they saw it or heard it or did it, and they want their face on television, I can handle the retaliation. You guys, y'all, I guess what you need to do is you need somebody to blame this on. You probably need to blame it on Coach Robinson and Coach Meadows back in the 60s. I was a young 10th grader, scared, big old running backs, big old boys, Robert, Bird, Wayne, Treese, rough, tough. I'm 10th grade, 125 pounds. And Coach Robinson and Coach Meadows, I guess they could see I was scared. And they saw I could run fast, so I had a little bit of ability, and they might wanted to keep me around. I don't know whether they're trying to run me off or keep me around or not. If I'd grow up, I might be a punching bag for all the big old boys. But anyway, it worked out. I did hang around for 3 years. But Lowell, you and John, those guys taught me something. They said, if you're running backwards and one of those big old boys run over you, it'll hurt a lot worse than if you're running full speed right at them, right in their teeth. So I did that 3 years for Coach Meadows and Coach Robinson. And that's where I learned that you don't just back up and run backwards, because people will run over you. So I'm going to take what Coach Meadows and Coach Robinson taught me, and I'm going to apply it to this race. And I'm going to be right in your teeth, smash mouth. And if you're not used to smash mouth, call the IRS on me. Call the sales tax people. I've paid my sales taxes. I don't pay my sales taxes because of Lowell Barron. I pay them because of Jesus Christ. So come on, because I'm going to be right in your face. Now, and I enjoyed that. And let me tell you something. After 3 years, we played our last game. I believe it was against Albertville. And we whooped them pretty bad. And I was in the dressing room, and I was getting my gear off, and I knew that'd be the last time I'd get to do that for Scottsboro. Sort of a sad time, a little, when you get there. And Coach Meadows and Coach Robinson came and sat down beside me. And they said, "Good job, Starkey." Said, "You meant a lot to this team, and that's all I need for 3 years. Practicing against them old big boys, 3 practices a day in August in 90-degree weather, and I never folded. I wanted to go home to my mama every day. But it taught me a lot of stuff. But I'm going to tell you, that's all I needed, was them 2 men sitting there beside me saying, 'Good job.'" That was 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 45 years ago. Lord have mercy. And 33 years ago, I went to a little church down here, and I owned a building now. And I was having a hard time in life, and I gave my life to the Lord. And I had some big old people put their hands on my back and wept over me and me changing my life to what it is today. And now, after 33 years, I hope I got another 33 that I can do this and serve the Lord. What I'm waiting on now is that single file line, that white robe of judgment. "Good job, my good and faithful servant." That's going to be a lot better than what Coach Meadows and Coach Robinson said. And it meant a lot to me for Coach Robinson and Coach Meadows to say that to me. But I'm going to do the right thing. I'm not afraid of somebody catching me doing the wrong thing. I travel a lot. I could be piled up in a motel in Atlanta with a prostitute. My wife would never find out about it. For 33 years I've lived with the fear of the Lord. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. It was one of the first verses I learned when I did this. So, if you people have any idea that you'll ever get two people to represent this end of the country, to send to Montgomery, Alabama, that don't need to go, that need to stay here and run their businesses, but will take it and will do it. If y'all ever think you're going to get this again, I believe you're fools. Now, maybe next time, but why wait till next time? Send us. Find two more good people in the next 4 years that'll take off from their farm or their work and send them. Who would want it more than 4 years? I don't understand that. There's our rocks. There's our voting signs. There's our manufacturer's handbook. Okay? Now, I've got some things that I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to wait till tomorrow or the next day. And they're not personal attacks. They're just the facts. And if Lowell, you and John have got facts that you need, you want to talk about how much payroll I bring back into Jackson County? How much I propped this economy up? How much my father propped this economy up for the last 60 years, 80 years? If y'all want to talk about that, y'all got the Sentinel in your back pocket. Why don't you put an article across the front of the Sentinel about Bob Starkey and what he and his family and his business has done for Jackson County? I gave that card right there to the Sentinel on Monday. Do you think if it was a write-in candidate that didn't oppose the Loyalist, do you think they'd have somebody down here wanting to write an article and tell about me and have it on the front page like they do every Tom, Dick, and Harry that runs for anything? You won't see anything about me in the Sentinel. You won't see much positive about Shadrach in the Sentinel or that other paper, the Clarion. But I don't take those papers. Where's my stone? Don't lose your stone. Come get your stone Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock. We're going to have some fun in the parking lot. We're going to play some gospel music. We're going to clap our hands. We're going to have a party. And then we're going to do it every Tuesday night. And guess what? We can be down here Tuesday night the 2nd, and we'll celebrate. And this morning, that's funny, this morning I was looking in my closet to see what suit to wear, and I thought, you know, I wonder what I'm going to wear to my inauguration when Shad and I get inaugurated. I may have to go to Unclaimed Baggage and find me a better one. But I got a lot of suits from Unclaimed Baggage. That's where I buy mine. Oh, if you're in business, you got to save money. If you're in the government, you got to spend somebody else's money and take credit for making it. So whatever there is, 50,000 people, 80,000 people in DeKalb and Jackson County pay an electric bill. They pay the electric bills, creates the money for the TVA in lieu of tax money. If somebody doesn't pay it, TVA don't have it. Somebody got to figure that out. So then, our money chasers take credit. Let's see. Lowell Barron was responsible for the purchase of the building. Does that hurt about 80,000, 100,000 of us is feelings? Hurts my feelings, I can tell you that. So, I'd say I've said enough this morning. I was going to do this on my boat dock this morning. Let y'all see the sun come up. God's blessed me with a nice place down on Roseberry Creek. I've got an office up over top of my boat dock. I get to pray and think and plan. Keep the faith. We're going to overcome. Yep, we're going to overcome. I feel it. The machine is toast. Because there's 80,000 of us that are not attorneys, that are not money chasers, that when you go across Sand Mountain at 5:30 in the morning, the headlights are just plowing everywhere. That's the working middle class people, and every one of them get to vote. All of these lawyers that are behind Lowell, they get one vote. We got some of these houses got 4 people that are working middle class. They just wipe them. One little streak can wipe all of these lawyers' votes for Lowell out, just like that. We can knock that money chaser group, that us group that he's talking about. What is it? Nothing. Of the 80,000 of us, it's a pinhead. It's the professional politicians that he wants to get elected. That's why nobody goes on the ballot. When Lowell's got all the money, then he just, if you run against him, you're wasting your money and your time. But we're not wasting it this time. I want to call some people out to work to get Shad McGill elected senator and control this money in a righteous way. And if I hadn't got anybody that wants to go with me, I'll waste a month of my time and a little video time and a little paper and ink. That's the extent of my campaign right there. I won't put a sign up. I won't kiss nobody's babies. That's my campaign right there. But I'm calling out an army to help cut Goliath's heads off. If you need somebody to get behind, you got somebody. If you want to sit in the coffee shop for the next 6 years and talk about it and not do anything, maybe you won't have enough money to buy coffee.